The gray rock method is a communication approach designed to reduce the attention and psychological energy that narcissists demand from the people around them. It entails responding in a low-key and boring fashion, displaying no emotion or excitement in order to avoid provoking any sort of reaction from the narcissist. The idea behind the gray rock method is to essentially remove yourself as a source of narcissistic supply by making yourself less interesting for the narcissist. This method can be used by those in relationships with narcissistic people on a regular basis, or simply when attempting to disengage with them temporarily. The gray rock method involves making yourself as boring, unreactive, and unengaging as possible, to become an unappealing source of narcissistic supply. The initial and perhaps most crucial step in deploying the gray rock method effectively is honing the ability to withhold any emotional response when interacting with a narcissist. This involves curating an attitude of emotional neutrality, where you consciously choose not to express feelings of excitement, interest, or any other emotion that might feed into the manipulative tactics of the narcissist. Narcissists are known for their ability to feed off emotional reactions, whether they're positive or negative. These reactions serve as a validation of their perceived power, providing them with a sense of superiority and control. When you choose to cultivate emotional neutrality, you essentially starve them of this sustenance. Your lack of emotional response deprives them of the satisfaction they derive from manipulating your feelings. The second step to effectively applying the gray rock technique is to embrace dullness. Just as a gray rock does not attract attention due to its lack of distinguishing features, you too should strive to appear uninteresting and mundane in your interactions with the narcissist. This involves consciously avoiding sharing personal details, achievements, dreams or fears that might pique the interest of the narcissist or spark their desire for control. Instead, focus on discussing ordinary, everyday topics such as the weather, household chores, or other mundane activities. This strategy can help deflect any attempts by the narcissist to manipulate or provoke emotional responses. The third integral step when gray rocking a narcissist is maintaining consistency in your actions and responses. Narcissists are adept at noticing changes in behavior, and if they sense a shift in your approach towards them, they will intensify their attempts to provoke an emotional reaction from you. Consistency in this context means adhering to your uninteresting persona at all times when interacting with the narcissist. Resist the urge to engage in arguments or debates, no matter how tempting it might be to defend yourself or prove your point. The fourth step in the gray rock method is about developing resilience and maintaining emotional stability, even in the face of persistent provocation from the narcissist. This step involves visualizing yourself as an unassuming gray pebble on a serene seashore, allowing the waves, which represent attempts to manipulate you, to wash over you without causing any significant disturbance. This analogy serves as a powerful reminder that, much like the pebble remains unaffected by the relentless waves, you too can learn to remain undisturbed by the narcissist and their attempts to provoke an emotional response. The fifth step in the gray rock method underscores the importance of patience and persistence. This technique is not a quick fix or an overnight solution, but rather a long-term strategy designed to gradually diminish their interest in you as a source of emotional supply. Patience is critical when applying the gray rock method. It may take time for the narcissist to realize that their usual tactics are no longer eliciting the desired responses from you. During this period, they might even intensify their attempts to provoke you. However, staying patient and committed to your gray rock persona can help you navigate these challenging interactions. While the gray rock method can be a useful strategy for managing a difficult relationship with a narcissist, it is important to remember that it may not always work. If the method fails to have an impact, it is worth considering different strategies such as setting strong boundaries, refusing to engage in unproductive conversations, establishing clear communication rules, seeking out supportive friends or therapists, and possibly taking legal action as necessary. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.